open slider revolution. Select new blank module. Start guide, and you can choose the slider. Scene is the one which doesn't have a loop. Play once and then stops. All slides play once and then they stop. So we are going to choose this one. Next. Here we need full width, the middle one. Next. Now you can use either this one or that one, both are good. So select the middle one. Next. Now you have your canvas here. Now if you want to check the canvas size from the top, you can go to settings and then layout. Here it tells you this is a slider, full width 1240, which is the full width size for laptop or computer screen, and the height is set to 900, right? You can change it manually as well, but I leave it like that right now. And now I will start building. This comes with transparent background, so if you want a colored background, you will click here, background. From here choose the colored and then give it a code. Right, background is now filled. Click OK. Next you need to give an animation to your background. Select the animation. From here you can select, let me show you, fade boxes. The one I want to choose comes under slots and boxes, and then the fade boxes. I want to use this one, so I will select this one. Now this comes with the default settings. If you want to change the settings, you can do from here, 1000 ms, and if you want to reduce the timer, you can reduce it like that, right? The power in, I'm going to use power in out, power 1 in out. I will go up and see the filters. So I will not use any filters here, but you can also use the filters. In this case we don't need any filters here. So this is done, the background is done. We can resize this bar here. Now we will bring our first image in. So what we need to do is click the add layer button, image from WordPress library. I have already loaded images to my WordPress library, so I will not upload. I will just choose them from here. Here I'm going to use this burger image. Insert. This is now inserted. Now you can see here there is a bar. So what I want to do is I want to do the placement manually. Drag your image, bring it all the way to the right, and preview. This will tell you how your image is going to display. This is slightly big, so I need to resize the image. The height is little bit okay. So in order to resize the image, make sure the image is selected and then drag it in. Your image will resize like that. You have enough space at the bottom, you can do further resizing. Now preview again. Right, so what I need to do is I bring it to the right, so almost this much, almost 100 pixels to the right I need. So I will move the image like that, preview again. Alright, so I need little bit more adjustments and then this will be done. So this much is enough. I have space at the top. Good. Save the slide. Your image is now placed. Next, what you need to do is select the hover animation, the slide animation. Make sure you have selected the image and then go to animation. Now from here click from, this is the place this will start from. Click the in button and choose your first effect. So I will use masked transition, smooth from the left. This one I will use. This will come from the left. Now don't use this one, just use the first one. That's it, and give it a timing. You can adjust the timing in two different ways. When you have selected the animation, you can either, first of all you need to select your image, and from the timeline you can drag this 1 minute from here like that, increase the timing. If not, then you need to click this button 2 and go down. Here you need to enter the seconds, like let's say 2000 seconds is the duration, like that. And the start time, these are the seconds. My slide is almost 7 seconds, so at the beginning, if I want at the beginning, I will leave it to 0. If I want it to come in later, I will adjust like that. Let me give you a preview now. See, it starts at 80 seconds. I'm bringing the image back to its original position and resetting the milliseconds to 1.5 seconds. My image is done. Now I will write text. I will go here, text, quick style headline. Now content, headline. I will choose a type I need. I'm going to use this one. Here I want to clear one more thing. After the heading you have some content like description kind of thing. Make sure if you only need a heading, then you don't click this one, and also don't use the shadow. Just click the headline you want. Let's say we want this one. Now cross content, write your content here. So I'm going to write best and then style. From here I will give it the styling. First of all I will choose the font. The font I'm going to use is Neonito Sans, color white, font size 120. This is the height, like that. The text height will be 95 and weight 900, like that. This is done. Color is white. Now I am going to place my first text. Like that. Now I need to write further text. So what I will do is I will give it a name first so that I can recognize which one is which. This slider revolution works exactly the same way as Photoshop. These are the layers. This is my first layer, this is the second layer, then this is the base layer, the background. Now I'm going to make a duplicate. Click here. From here I can duplicate. Now I use the 4 arrow keys on my keyboard to move the text like that. Perfect. Press enter. This is placed. Now go to content. Write your content here. Perfect. Now I will adjust it to almost here. This one will come on top. Perfect. They are aligned. I can do this way as well. These two are placed. Now I need to give them the effects. So I will choose, first I need to give it a name. Burgers. Choose the first one and then go to animation, anim from, select in, mask transition from the right like that, or maybe this can do, anyone you like, this one, and then I'm going to select the second one and then from, in, from left. Now I need to give them the timing, right? So I'm going to select the first one. This is my timeline, almost 7 seconds. So what I'm going to do is drag it to almost 76 seconds. The same I do with the second one. .76 seconds. Done. Now I need to give them duration. So I will click the anim2 button here and right here milliseconds, 1500 milliseconds. Perfect. For the burgers, same, 1500 milliseconds. This is done. We can choose the style from here as well. Let's say power 3 out, and for the best, power 3 out, save. And now we are going to preview the slide. Our slide is half done. Save. Like that. This is looking good so far. I'm giving you one more preview. Good. Now I will write my further text. From here I select quick headline and style I will choose any style I want. This is done. Cross go to content, write your thing here. That's my text. Perfect. Now I will do the styling. Font size 26, height 38, weight almost, you can use first you need to select the font, then you will have the fonts. So for that you need to write here, you need to sans and choose 600 semi bold. Now need to select the color. Perfect. I've chosen the yellow color. Shape. Now from here I need to choose my icon. So I do show all. Here I want this one. The name is watch later. Click the add button. Perfect, this is added. So what I need to do is, here I can see the code. So what I need to do is cut this code, open this one, right, paste the code behind that, this comes in. Now this empty object I need to remove. From here I can remove. This way I bring in the icon along with the text. So I will align it like that, something like that. And now I need to give it animation. Go to animation and I'm from in masked from top. This looks okay. Save and preview. Now I need to adjust the timing for that one and then it's all done. I will now change the name. Opening hours and adjust the timing. Like that. And this one I will go to animation, NM2, perfect. Save. Perfect. Now I am going to place a button. can be any button. Perfect. Click size and now place your button. You can do this way. Content, here you can write for spacing, and after that we will use an icon. Here I found it on page 14. I will use this one. Navigate next. It comes here. I will take the code, select this one, paste it here. Sorry, I had to paste it after. After NBSP comes this one, and objectified will be deleted. Now I will do the styling for the button. Style 18 pixels, line height 60, weight. Before that I need to select the font. Open Sans 600. This is done. Now I need to select these two colors and then it's all done. Text color, paste, and now background color. Perfect. Now we will do the hover styling. Select hover. By default this is 300 milliseconds. You can write anything you want. I'm reducing it. I'm leaving this one in power 3 in out. And going further down, I will leave the text color to white and will give a background color dark brown. Perfect. Save. Preview. It's working. Now I need to give it an animation and it's all done. For that I will go to animation, anim from, in, mask transition from right. You can do the smooth one. This one is better. And then comes the timing. NM2. Duration I will set to 1700, and the start time I will set the start time to 1640, like that, from the middle, and this effect is okay. I will save. Preview. All going good. I have only a few more things left and then this will be done. Next I will select this text and duplicate, bring it all the way down. like that. Now I will change the text. This is done. Give it a name. Perfect. Now I need to write the delivery details underneath. For that I will go there, text, this one, select anyone, bring it here, close, and paste the text. This is done. Here I am using a code for line break. Let me remove this and show you how it works. See, this is a very long line, and if I use a HTML5 tag for break, this will start a new line from here. You can do this way. Now I will do this. I will go to Styles tab, select Open Sans and the font 13, line height 20, 600, the weight, and the distance 1 pixel. This is it. Give it a name. Now I am going to use animation on both of them, so I will use the first one, animation from bottom, anim2, duration 1200, and the start time will be 1940. This comes up here. Now comes this one, anim from bottom, anim2, duration 1200, and this one will be 1945, slightly later. Save. This is done. Now we also need to give it a color, a font color. Go to Styles, text color, good. Now we are going to use a background behind both of them. So for that I will go there, shape, and I will draw a shape here. This is done. Now what I will do is give it a name and select the background color to white. Style, background color white. Now I need to place this one. So bring the description on top and also the other one, this one, they will go on top of the background shape like that. This is all done. Now I will give an effect to my shape, animation, and from, in. We can use simply this one, and then the timing we can adjust like that. 186 is okay. Duration 1000 is also okay. You can reduce the duration if you want. We can do 185 is okay. Now we are going to test. This is looking good. I have noticed something here that this isn't very bold, so I will go to Styles tab and make it 700. This will now look better. Save again, and now I have to place an icon here. Layers, image from library, I will use this motorcycle and place it there. So I might need to resize it a little bit, maybe. This is done. You can make it further small. Perfect. And this shape we can also increase the size. Do all your adjustments, and now we need to give an animation effect to this one. Animation, like that, and the timing is most important. These are set to 192, so this should be, let's say, 199. So I will set the duration for that to 1500. So I can do here I can reduce it, but leave it like that. This is done. Now I have a couple of things left, and then this will be finished. Up next is the contact number. We will give a name to our bike. Add layer, text, headline, and choose your headline. Bring it here. now styling, font Nunito Sans, text size 18, line height 27, weight 600, and if you want you can give it 1 pixel or 0.5 pixels gap. It takes 1 pixel, like that. Now adjust the timing and the animation. Anim from should be from the bottom, like that, and anim 2 duration 1200, should be slightly after these ones, 2050, so make it 2100. This is okay. And now what I'm going to do is I will duplicate this one and write a phone number here, any phone number of your choice. Like that. I just wrote any number. Now give it a style, font size 44, line height will increase to 60, and this will be increased to 800, and this box size will also increase, like that. You can bring it to the left as well if you wish, if this is not visible. Like that. It's done. Now I need to give it animation. Animation is already given because I duplicated this one. So I'm going to save my slide, preview, I was late, I was not able to view all because I didn't scroll on time. I will have to apply the slide to the live page and preview it from there. Now I'm going to show you how you can make the next slides, slide 2 and slide 3. That is so easy. When you have one slide done, the next 2 slides are very easy. You just need to change the text and the image because the rest is all done. So what you do is go to slides, click this one and duplicate, give it a name, my second slide is now saved. You can see from here slide 2 is selected. All I need to do is just replace the image, replace the text, and then the second slide will be easily created. I'm going to change this image from here. If you don't want to lose the effect and replace the image, then you select the image, go to media library and upload your new image here. So I'm going to upload this image here. Select the image. This is done. Adjust your image. And you can preview. And you can change the text. Also, you will need to reduce the text size to 90 or less than 90 in order to fit. And here you will use an HTML tag for line break. This way you can write it. If you want smaller text, you can reduce it to 85 or 80. It's done, and this will be reduced to 100. And now this image can be increased. Now order now button will remain the same, this will remain same, the rest will remain same, and we will save the slide and preview, and then we will apply the slide to a live web page and preview, and then we will be done. Here's the first slide. I will wait for the second one. This is okay, does the job. I just need to bring this button lower and it's done. I'm going to slide 2 and changing the button's position now. Click the button, bring it down, and you are done. Save. Now I need to take the code and apply it to a page. There are two ways to get a code. Select the preview button and copy the embed code, right? If not, go back to your WordPress, from here. This is the one I just created. I didn't use the thumbnail. I will explain how we can use a thumbnail for that. So embed, copy the second code, and you can put it inside. Now what I need to do is add it again. Now I will go to slides and thumbnail, admin thumbnail and navigation thumbnail. So I need admin thumbnail. So I will simply use an image for me to identify which one is this. So I will use this motorcycle here as a thumbnail for both. Save. Back. You can see the thumbnail here. This is done. I take the code again and then apply it to a page. Embed, copy. Now what I do is I will make a new page with Elementor. Now there are two ways I can add the code. The first one is to use short code and paste the code here like that. The second method is select the slider revolution 6. Now choose your slider, and this is done like that. And now publish your page. This is the second slide, but we don't have the navigation, so we need to switch on the arrows. The arrows are missing. I will do that now. I'm going to view my page. Now waiting for the second slide. This is my second slide. All going good. So I will just put the navigations and I am done. So what I do is I can do from Elementary, I can edit the module straight away. From the top I will select the second tab and go to arrows, switch on and choose the type of arrows, right? Any arrows I want, like this. Anyone I want. I like this one, so I choose this one. So this is the position, wherever you want, up, down, middle. So this is the position. You can adjust the pixels from, you can give it a padding from the left and the right. So this is it. Save it. Now I'm going to refresh my page. See here, I have my arrows. So the right arrow I can move further right, or I can bring this one in, but this is done. I'm not doing anything else with that because the tutorial is very lengthy now, so I'm stopping here. This is the one, navigation one. I used two thumbnails, one was for navigation, one was for admin. So I will remove the second thumbnail and this will be fixed. From here I will go to slides and thumbnails, and navigation one I will reset, save, and this is done. That's all for now for this tutorial. Please subscribe to the channel. See, this is gone. Thank you so much.